All right, so as you guys saw from the title, we're going to be doing a commentary track for our Halloween special Tolerance. I'm Phil Spruner. I wrote and directed the Halloween special.
I'm Efren Aguilera. I play the resident torturer in this video, Dr. Hunter.
Yeah, and ignore the people in the background walking around. They were nice enough to let us bum it here for a day. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get started here. There's the play button. All right. Here. This is actually a really pimp way to introduce you here. That actually wasn't in the script. Originally in the script, it was dark, and then you turned the light on and walked in. But I thought this would be pimper, so I made it up on set.
Definitely. I look more intimidating coming up behind him.
Yeah, look at him, just acting his ass off.
Well, you could say overacting.
He did a good job. Martin did a...
Yeah. He did a pretty good job.
We actually originally offered that part to Jerry, of all people, but he turned it down, so his loss is Martin's gain.
He didn't want me to slap him in the face.
Yeah. I put that sound effect of the light clicking on because in between cuts, the light on your table turned on, and I I got to... there, so I just put the sound of the light on there. Now, see, a lot of people call this a snuff film, and then some people are like, oh, it's not even snuff. It's not really a snuff film because, I mean... he's already got the black eye and the gash on his head before we start. This is probably the most graphic thing in the whole episode. It's just the finger breaking.
Yeah.
And then that was a different shot from an outtake, and I reversed it and did a digital zoom because I forgot to shoot a way to get out of that scene and into this one. So fixed it in post. That's our motto here.
So the interesting thing about me using the nutcracker on him is that I didn't realize I was actually physically hurting him as I was trying to do this. So he was a champ. It didn't really. Well, I mean, he was screaming, but
yeah, you broke some skin with that.
Yeah,
one.
I did break some skin. He was bleeding a little bit.
He was, but he was a trooper. He stuck it up.
Yeah.
And then right here, I forgot to turn the video mic back on, so I had to add in all these sound effects in post with Foley.
That really confused me when we rewatched the video after this.
Yeah, so I matched everything up pretty good.
No, that worked out. That definitely worked out.
All of this I had to add in post because I forgot to turn the mic on, and I got to the edit, and I'm like, "Where's my sound? Damn it!" So I had to make all these sounds here. And then this is fun. We had to buy so much stuff the day of. We bought the salt shakers and stole a bunch of shalt from Mountain Mike's Pizzas. Salt. I have a little bit of a list. And then we bought those sponges the day of. And this is all done in camera. I just had one clamp light from Home Depot that I put on a light stand on top of all that stuff you see on the side there. And I'm just with the switch, just flicking the dimmer up and down.
All right. I kind of wanted to have us add a little bit more little effect to the electricity, but
yeah, I thought about adding a buzzing sound effect, but it just came off too cheesy. So I'm like, we don't need it. And this here, you actually came up with this on the set. This was your idea to just go back and look at his head there.
No, it made sense because it showed that he wanted to, I guess, just inspect him or.
Yeah, and it works.
Show that he's enjoying what he's doing.
Yeah, and it works as it draws our attention, to his gash, which is going to come up next. But yeah, that's the thing. This thing isn't really that gory. It's mainly just how we're presenting everything.
So with the salt shaker, we ended up doing three different takes.
Yeah, a bunch of takes because I kept missing the focus, and that is totally not the script and shot list taped behind Efren there. Only an amateur would forget to take down the script and shot list. Look at that.
So I had to warn Martin about me, because I hit him as hard as I could.
Yeah, because we only had one take at that, and you were like, "I'm really gonna go for it," and I'm like, "Go ahead." He's tied to a chair. He can't object. And then I got this scalpel off of eBay. You can barely see it. I kind of wish I lit it.
Yeah, we were a little worried about that because that was sharp.
That thing was super sharp. Randy tried to dull it on this curb, and he just scraped up the sidewalk. And then here's where it goes into a creepypasta, because there's a twist. Oh, you look at that. You're a doctor, and you got a really nice nurse, and she's not fazed at all by any of this horrible stuff that's going on. And then you remember this? I asked you if you wanted to practice putting the jacket on.
I said no because I'm like, it's not that hard.
Yeah, you're like, I know how to put on a jacket, Phil. And then it took like 3 or 4 tries.
It only took us 2 tries.
I just remember the
second
first
time
take
it
where
came
you
out
just
fine.
couldn't get the damn thing on. You're like, cut.
So there's one little interesting bit about the chair that we were using that was completely breaking apart as we were filming.
Yeah, we like had to reinforce it before we started filming, and then after the finger breaking scene, it fell apart, and we had to nail it back together. And
Man, Martin did a really good job not falling through the chair.
Yeah, that thing was like collapsing underneath them. See, one thing that was a conscious choice is I didn't put any music to it, so it's just because I wanted it to be kind of like that scene in Dark Knight Rises where Batman's just getting his ass kicked by Bane, and there's no music. You just hear him getting his ass kicked for 5 minutes. That's kind of here. There's like a rumble and like some background noise, but I didn't put any music to it because I just wanted it to be raw and gritty. And there's all the people who helped us work on this. There's our Frosted Mini logo with Cassidy and Slenderman. And then just the sound of Martin whimpering as we see all the people who helped us. And I just pulled these from different outtakes and stuff and made a soundtrack. So that was it. That was our Halloween special. One thing I really like about it is we don't tell you anything. We don't tell you who Martin is, why he's in the chair, who Efren is. We just kind of leave it up to you.
It's all a mystery.
Yeah. For all you know, Martin could be like a terrorist, or it could be like Man on Fire and he kidnapped Dakota Fanning. You're trying to find out where he put her. We don't tell you. But since we see Martin's face and we don't see yours, people automatically sympathize with Martin. So it's just cool to see people's reactions and who they sympathized with, who they sided with, and what they thought was going on.
Also, really big thanks to Crystal for being there and actually coming at the last minute because we had no idea who was going to play that nurse.
Yeah, it was going to be Randy if we didn't find anybody. We were going to be like, Randy, you're going to be his nurse. So that was Tolerance. That was our Halloween special. We're probably going to do more of these commentaries because this was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, guys.
Peace.